is wrong with you guys? When is this gonna end?
When you know it is a thrill when you go down here, cause you're riding on the mountain of your own free will, and you're zipping in a flash on an aerial dash, down a waterfall so rapid that you go split splash. Splash mountain, zippity doo dah. Splash mountain, zippity hey. My oh my, zip, wonderful day. Zip, split splash, plenty of sunshine. Zip, split splash, in my way. Zippity doo dah. Zippity hey. Zippity doo dah. Zip, zippity hey. My oh my, my oh my. What a wonderful day. Oh, what a wonderful zip, zippity doo dah. Zip, zippity hey. Wonderful feeling.
You're not my buddy.
The family program. I can't believe I'm already taking strays in the chat. I'm just trying to make this a more inclusive environment for the young record collectors.
Look at
this comment, Breakfast King, blatant PB Thal ripoff intro.
Well, I mean, listen, it's what's that say? Talent borrows, genius steals.
Oh,
so
man.
I think that that's what we talk about around here. Yeah, here BK is coming in hot. So it's I think his move though. I think Patrick's more about like the underground b-boy movies. Like I think I've seen some of his intros. It's like the Breakin' ripoff, whatever that one was called, Groovin' or something like that, where they settled their feuds with break and dancing.
Isn't it called Breaking?
Well, no, there's Breaking, and then there's one with Mario Van Peebles called, I think it's called Grooving or something. It's
Grooving or grooming?
Grooving. Well, probably both. They're probably doing grooving, and then they're grooming. You know how those things.
Nickelodeon type situation for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, let's let the room fill up. We've got some familiar faces. Kendall, who is fresh off of his debut last week, is here. Spin Doctor's Vinyl Mayhem. Hello. Now, Brian, this is the spirit. Tokyo Record Style, one of the good guys, said that was awesome. See? It was awesome until I get hit with a copyright claim from Disney. But prelim work, I think we're going to pass it through. We'll see how it goes. No promises.
The mouse will get out.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah, BK. Yeah, he does use Revenge of the Nerds. You're right. Yeah, Patrick, he's got the movies down. There's no doubt about it. Music in the house. Hello. Oh, the Tiki Man's here. David, hello. Good to see you. High Rent District. Oh, today only you can buy bong for $13.99. That's a generous price, Tom. Generous price. Oh, man. I don't know about you guys, but it is hot as balls is the expression we say. It's hot as balls here. I'm sure in Texas, 96 degrees is nothing. Is that the case, Jason? Is that like a balmy day?
You just accept it.
It's like one level away from like pure hell. Like this is probably the precursor to an eternal damnation. Vinyl and Kicks, hello. Oh, the doctor is here.
I know we're doing the intro, by the way. I'll be back. Somebody's knocking the door.
Oh no, it's it's Disney. They thought Jose was behind that intro. I'm sorry, Jose. It was
Got him.
nice. Gotcha. Got him. That's right. Got him. Good stuff. Andy G is here. Hello. Nick Fantasy. Hello. Is Elliot here? Oh no, he's diversifying. It's Elliot Cruz / Lazy Dogs Records. Elliot, hello. We're gonna talk so much '90s music that you're gonna jump out your window like those old honeymooners have. So much '90s coming at you. Oh, delightful. Yeah, 90 degrees. There's 90 degrees in Wyoming. Dave, that's downright criminal. I don't think that's good. Disco Devil, hello. He says, when is Jose coming back to the show? I'm tired of this John Bong fella. Well, it's a long, complicated story, Disco Devil, and I don't know if we should get into it. There's Peter. Hello. All right. Well, Oh yeah, the Tomato Lady makes house calls, Eddie. I don't know if you knew that. The Tomato Lady delivers Tracy Chapman's for $5 per record. It's a good thing. Oh, here he is, Mr. Alaska himself, David Bianco, 55 in Alaska. Well,
David.
good for you, David. Some of those pictures look like you're having a good time. All right. Well, the chat's already active. Eddie says Tokyo Brian has crappy taste. Eddie, yikes. Tearing each other apart. I can't believe this. All right. Well, Jose will be back at some point. We'll see. We're gonna get Breakfast King Lois. I went up to the counter of my local with a $60 record yesterday, and the owner asked me if I'd be willing to pay $40. Wow. This is reverse capitalism, and I am here for it. I like it. We'll talk about some of that stuff. I think something's going on. I can say that from an inside perspective, Prime Day is not going very well for Amazon. So it's I can tell you my particular business isn't doing great. We're doing okay, but I think overall the Amazon is. I think the economy may be trending weird, but more on that another time. We got a cheap plug for Elliot. It says the big summer record show coming up Saturday in Wilson. Anyone in East or Central North Carolina, head that way and say hi, H-I-G-H. So you got to smoke a fatty, go visit the Record Daddy, and have a good time. Smoke them if you got them, as they say.
I actually don't know. What do you do? I'm just curious.
Oh, I work in supply chain. I manage the supply chain for a pet food company. So
I didn't know that Elliot Cruz's record store is called Lazy Bongs Records.
Oh, it's Lazy Bongs Records. Oh, hang on, we might have a copyright issue here. This could get really spicy.
Say hi.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Wow. All right. Well, this is Surface Noise. It's hot as balls. We're gonna try to get through this one. We're gonna try to cool you down with hot record talk. It's gonna go hot on hot. Maybe they'll make you sick. Maybe they'll make you pass out, and then in 2 hours, you'll be on to the next live stream. This is Concert Buddy. Welcome back, everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Familiar faces join me, and I guess he's becoming a familiar face. This is 3 or 4 for you.
Yeah, maybe 4.
4, man. I think you just passed Music Talk with John for the new. We need to get you a championship belt because I think you are now the record holder. Congratulations. That gets one of these.
It's longer. I think I should be posting in front of him. So we'll see if he gets back here in a correct amount of time.
That's fair. Well, let me do some intros and then we'll get to the latest record talk. This is, of course, the show of record talking about records. Surface Noise. Trademark. No. Trademark pending. Joined this evening by he was supposed to be with us last week, but Mother Nature intervened. We're not going to talk about that. It's the Groove Seeker. Chris, good evening.
Concert Buddy and friends. Good to see you guys.
See you too, sir. Welcome back. Welcome back to the world of YouTube live streams.
Thank you.
Now, you were on. You guys did your thing on Monday, so it's not like you've been going off. Now, I appreciate this comment before we get to the next one. Now, Grants Rock Warehouse is here. It said Musicland was always way overpriced. That's because sponsor of today's show, Musicland. Musicland, go to your local shopping mall if it's open. If it's not boarded up and plants and zombies have overtaken it, Musicland, you can get the Led Zeppelin Robert Plant record for $13.99.
Yeah, Page and Plant, right? Was that the CD? The CD.
It had to be the CD. Yeah,
$13.99, man. That's like a blessing nowadays.
I mean, that's like that's a damaged. There's seam splits galore on that one. If you got product. Man, good to see you, Grant. Yeah, we had Sam Goody last week. Easy now, but the imagery wasn't as sharp as I would have liked it.
I mean, look at that speed poster. I mean, like bus is on fire, right?
What's that saying? They don't make them like they used to. Anyway, well,
$17.99. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah, man. Well, for $18.99, our next guest, Jason Rojas, is becoming quickly a movie maven. He's seen a ton of movies. Jason, thank you for taking a break from the film bonanza to join us.
Thanks for having me back on, Concert Buddy.
Then, as John Bong is in the middle of negotiating the Middle East peace accords, we're joined by the channel YouTube Vinyl Record Info. Jeff is joining us. Jeff is now a four-time participant to Surface Noise. Jeff, welcome back to the program.
Thank you very much for having me, CONCERTBUDDie. Appreciate it.
Now, if you don't know, Vinyl Record Info, we'll drop the link in the chat. He's going hard. He's got the Instagram going. He is ready to make a real go at all the YouTube vinyl community danger. So he's ready for the trolls. He's ready for the catfishing, and he's ready for the negativity. So you ready for this, Jeff?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm very excited for the portion of the show, usually towards the end, where we talk about our recent grabs.
Ooh.
Because Instagram had paid off for me. And started on Instagram. I'm sure you already know, Chance, but it paid off for me. I am very excited to show you guys how Instagram paid off for me.
No, that's great. I didn't know that was an Instagram grab. I know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna. This is what we call the tease. We're not going to reveal the goodies, but it's worth sticking around for, especially if you're a Psych fan. I believe it is a desirable Psych record, and then right on time. He's in your heart. He's in my heart. It's Jose Moreno Ron. Jose, people are calling you John Bong. What's that about? Now I can't hear you. Is it so hot they melted the microphone? No,
I have no idea. Just
this isn't like a separated birth kind of thing, right? Like it's not like what was that movie? Jason mentioned it earlier. Double Impact.
Face Off.
Van Damme. There's two of you.
No, it's more like Face Off, I guess.
Oh, Face Off. Oh, you could switch your face with John Travolta.
Did you know that they already remade The Running Man? Did you?
Yes, with the guy who's in all the rom-coms, and I forget his name. He's
Weren't they going to make a Face Off? I thought they were going to talk about the Face Off. They're going to make a new
Face Off was on. I remember Face Off was in the running for a remake because it's now well over 30 years old, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's his name? He's in Top Gun. He's in the new Top Gun.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Chat, help us. What's going to bother me the whole
who is this actor?
He's also in the movie called Twisters.
And
yes, the sequel. He was also a love interest of the delightful Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
Whatever that movie is, I just know that she was in it. I'll let you connect the dots. But
Anything But You, some shit like that. What was the name?
All I know is like he had to take his shirt off. That was like in the contract because of course that was in the trailers. There's this shirtless, good-looking guy, and then there's Sydney Sweeney and.
There it is. Wyoming Dave has it. It's Glenn Powell.
Oh, Wyo would get the good-looking guy. Wyo, Glenn Powell, coming in clutch. Congratulations. Yeah, Glenn Powell. He's like the next.
Probably in some chalkboard somewhere.
It's Tom Cruise.
I just kept on seeing, when I saw the Running Man trailer, I was like, where's the bad guys? Like, what's going on? Well, no, nothing.
It is disappointing because wasn't The Running Man off of a Stephen King short story? Yeah, so.
Well, it's not a Stephen King. It's what is it? Bachman.
I thought it was loosely off of a Stephen King short story, not a Stephen King novel.
Stephen King had a pseudonym name.
He wrote it under a pen name. I got it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm picking it up. Yeah, I saw that, Jason, and I. Nothing beats Arnold in the yellow unitard. I'm sorry, and then not only the one-liners, but then all the bad. What was the guy? Ozone, or Mr.
He was Richard Bachman.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, Richard Bachman. There we go. Thank you. Wyoming Dave this is what, when you're the executive producer of Surface Noise, like Wyo is, like this is what we don't demand it, we expect it. So Wyo coming in clutch. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Chris Hill is here. He says, I still want Star Trek brought to you by Quentin Tarantino. From what I saw, it looked pretty good. Well,
I don't know what he saw because nothing ever came of that.
Yeah, I don't think he even wrote the script for it. I don't think
it was just like they pitched him the idea.
Chris, I hope this isn't fake news. You're confusing our viewers. Make us up. Vinyl Dreamscape Sean is here. He says, I want a Godzilla remake by Tarantino.
It's just about Godzilla's feet.
No, I think James Gunn will do the Godzilla, and
it's inevitable.
It'll be a talking Godzilla. Like, you don't need that, but it's there.
I have zero interest in watching that Superman bullshit.
I just saw it.
Look, I'm not a superhero fanatic or anything, but I think I was watching like Jimmy Kimmel Live or some shit like that, and they show like a clip, and it was just Superman going to Lex Luthor's office asking for his dog, I was like, fuck that movie. I'm not gonna watch that shit. It was literally just Superman. Like, hey man, what's my dog? And the guy was like,
I'm gonna go on a hunch and think that Guy Gardner is not Jose's favorite Green Lantern. Just guessing. I'm just gonna put this.
You
on
mean
Guy
they showed
Gardner.
that clip on Kimmel?
Who
Like
the
that
fuck
was
has
the,
a favorite
that was their
Green
preview clip?
Lantern?
Yeah.
Who has a favorite Green Lantern? That's like the worst superhero.
You know, again, if you like James Gunn movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide
Peacemaker,
Squad,
the Peacemaker on HBO. Shout out to John Cena.
right, then you will like the Superman movie. But if you do not like James Gunn movies,
I
this
only
isn't
like
for you.
I only like Spawn.
Oh no, that
That's
movie.
it.
Was,
What?
Spawn is it? Todd McFarlane or bust? John Bong is here.
What is it? John Leguizamo doing the fat suit.
No.
What?
John Leguizamo is going to be in the new Odyssey movie with Chris Nolan.
Really?
John Leguizamo's like, he's just everywhere, I guess now.
That's going to be like the biggest movie of the decade when that comes out.
But do you think like that's probably only part one, right? They're gonna chop it to like probably at least 2, 3.
Maybe. I don't know. Chris Nolan's been doing one-offs. Oppenheimer, you know?
But you know that would be a 3-hour movie.
Oh, it's going to be. I hope it is.
I don't mind long movies.
If it's good, I don't mind it.
I didn't like The Brutalist. I didn't like it because the ending was sort of like, But,
listen, we're making the names restless. This is
Look at that.
David, the Tiki Man says, "Wake me up when you start talking about records." Well, it's about time. It's about time. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose Elliot Cruz and the Tiki Man David. These are two of our biggest supporters. So let's get into it. You want the record talk? We'll do movies maybe another time. All right. So topic number 1, talking about records. Get ready. Hold on to your butts. Something you wouldn't expect. So the motivation for this one is.
Why don't we please?
What? Why don't we please?
No,
What?
all right.
Oh my gosh.
It's not,
Yo, we're trying to be in good graces. Why don't we please? I'm getting a little ghost treatment from the uppers, so I'm hoping to bring them into the surface noise net. But something you wouldn't expect. So let's show some records talking about. You think Led Zeppelin is a rock and roll band, but maybe there's that reggae record they made, stuff like that. Something that's going to throw you a curveball. So, Groove Seeker, I see you nod. I'm gonna tee it up to you, big man. Show us something you wouldn't expect. It's in your collection.
I have 3.
Let's do it. Let's just hit them all out.
So maybe I think I got too nerdy on this and too critical instead of having fun with it. But I got 3 artists. So first here is Art Blakey Drum Suite. So Art Blakey, obviously renowned jazz drummer. This is really cool. This is like a jazz ensemble. So not typical straight ahead. Drum ensemble. So not typical straight ahead jazz as you expect from Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. But this is a really cool listen. Definitely different than anything else in his catalog. I think this is a Impex reissue. I don't know what OGs go for, but this is available and it's a pretty cool listen. So that's the first.
We'll have links in the chat below. This is an affiliate situation. We are taking all grifting opportunities. So please, these records we're showing, buy them immediately. Thank you.
All right. The second one is a little bit of an interpretation by me on the question, but I always like to bring up this Grateful Dead Shakedown Street album because this was referred to as the Disco Dead era.
Yes.
Lowell George of Little Feat produced this record. It was a pretty strong departure from what everybody thought the Grateful Dead were at the time. And the cool thing is a lot of these songs live just became staples over the years. Obviously, Shakedown Street, Fire on the Mountain, I Need a Miracle, Stagger Lee. But this was really bashed by a lot of OG Deadheads coming out of the 70s.
I love it. I'm very unconventional. That's my favorite Dead album, quite honestly.
Dude, I tell you what, man, I kind of separate the studio from the live, but I learned to love this album because the live takes on this stuff is great. Even the fan favorite France. Just kidding.
Real quick, question's been asked. Where's the Crown Royal link? That's an Arnaldo thing. Arnaldo has the ends with the Crown Royal slip mats Now hang on, Groove Seeker. Groove Seeker is coming in clutch. He's got the Diddy bag. I like it.
This is what the bartenders we used to keep our tips in at the end of the night, so we didn't get robbed.
Sure. Well, look you ask Record Keeper 33 RPM, we deliver. There it is.
Did you say Diddy bag?
Well, when I was growing up, we called it a Diddy bag. My father had so many; that was his drink of choice, and so we'd hide coins. Yeah, we'd hide paraphernalia. We'd hide all kinds of contraband in those things.
Well, Diddy bag has a whole new meaning now. So
facts. Facts.
All right, Chris, we got one more.
All right, now this is the best for me, and I'm the only one on this show probably, and in the chat that's gonna love what I'm gonna show here. But Dylan comes in threes, in my opinion, and these 3 albums are complete departure of Bob Dylan from Bob Dylan's catalog. These are his crooner records, which I absolutely love and dig and think they're hysterical. This is Shadows in the Night, which is more of like a Sinatra tribute. More B-sides or lesser known Sinatra songs. Then you have Fallen Angels, which is also in the same vein, and then the Immaculate Triplicate. So I know a lot of people don't really like this Dylan stuff. I love it, and it's a complete departure from anything he's ever done, and I think they're fantastic.
Very cool.
Coming out the gate strong, making up for lost time, surface noise adjacent, Groove Seeker. I like it. Now, our Southern connection, our Southern tag team champions are off screen, so let's go to our guest, Jeff, Vinyl Record Info. Show us some records, something you wouldn't expect from these artists.
Absolutely. At this point, Chance, I feel like I'm not a guest, you know?
That's right. All right, we'll get you the membership ID coming up. All right.
Be part of this so bad. You have no idea. No, I'm just kidding. So the first ones I'm going to show you is, and actually you and I talked about this record via chat not that long ago, but that is Attila.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Ooh, what a great record. Now, when I posted this record on my Instagram, which I just started, so please go check that out. Same as my YouTube channel. Messaged me and said, hey, Billy Joel wants you to destroy that album. I was like, what? So I went and I YouTubed it, and there's so many interviews of him just completely dumping on Attila. Like he hates that he was a part of Attila, and I don't understand why. This is my favorite version of Billy Joel. But this record is very different than this record.
The Stranger, absolutely.
But so you just would not expect Billy Joel, and then there's Billy Joel right there. Look at that handsome devil.
That mustache, I mean, it makes me want to take my pants off. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That's the Billy Joel one. But this is incredible hard rock, early 70s sound. I mean, this is right up my alley, and I love Billy Joel. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the 80s.
That's the best Billy Joel record.
It is. I think it really is. And it's the one he's the least proud of, and it makes me sad.
Paging Kevin Gray to do an audiophile reissue.
Where are the tapes? Get us the damn tapes.
All right, next one is Bob Seger, Brand New Morning. All right, look, I know you guys are big Bob Seger fans, but this Bob Seger is very different than this Bob Seger.
Accurate. That's accurate.
Okay. This Bob Seger, this is like right down the middle classic rock, right?
Sure.
This your dad loves this record, okay?
Yeah, Stranger in Town, absolutely.
This is incredible early 70s rock that is just a little bit more like raw, Like his early stuff is not like, this is like so polished and like studio that like, sure. I mean, which is good. I like this record too, but this is like a little bit more raw, a way different sound. I thoroughly enjoy this Bob Seger compared to this Bob Seger.
Let me ask you, is that one of those albums, like I know back in 72 and then like the Bob Seger System albums, like some of those you can't find outside of like the initial releases, Brand New Morning, just like that?
Yeah, I think they only pressed it. I don't know if they did.
Ever repressed it? I don't know.
I think so.
I know like back in 72 they did, unless it was like a bootleg or some kind of weird shit. But
yeah, I mean, this one, this is like a rarer yep. record. It's kind of hard to get this one.
Yep.
It's not going to break the bank or anything, but like you got to like Bob Seger to, pursue it, and I do. So, but that, I don't know, it's way different than the Bob Seger you have in your mind right now.
When I worked in the music store, we used to call him Slob Beager.
What?
But it was a term endearment.
Term of endearment. All right.
What does that mean?
Slob Beager. Just look at him. He's a slob. No. Okay. Yeah, like it was just like, oh, Slob Beager.
All right, so this next one, again, you guys might make fun, but this is REO Speedwagon. All right? Okay. Their live album. Now, the reason why I bring this up is one of my favorite classic rock songs of all time is 157 Riverside Avenue. And when I was a kid, I used to make my dad liked REO Speedwagon, and he had this old truck. And I just remember as a kid, it's a very core memory. I made him play 157 Riverside Avenue over and over and over again until he just couldn't listen to it anymore. And then a couple more times. Like, I loved that song so much. But it's interesting because, so this is I don't know if I can get the non-glare, but that's the promo 45 of 157 Riverside Avenue.
Sure.
Okay. And that one is Terry Luttrell, and it's garbage. It sucks. It's so.
Oh, no.
That's no bueno. This one, Riverside Avenue. That I'm telling you, that version sucks. Okay, but this version on the live album, with Kevin Cronin, I think, that is incredible. Okay, that's the 157 Riverside Avenue that I know and love. So this version, incredible. This version of REO Speedwagon, not incredible.
Trash hole. Let me ask you this: University of Vinyl, Tim, the professor here, says, does that have One Lonely Night on it?
The 45 or the LP?
I think he's probably talking about the live album.
One Lonely Night? No.
Oh, no. Sorry to disappoint, Tim. This is 100% accurate. There's a roast beef hoagie between the bars. All right.
So I only got a couple more left. So I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago. And the surprising thing about this record is that the Bears won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I've got that. That's terrific. Yep.
Yeah.
Super Bowl shuffle, Daddy.
Might not get another one of these in a while.
Anytime you get William Perry rapping, it's a must-have.
Wait. Is that a exclusive Nobles record?
It is.
Scotch tape record?
The Voice of America radio station collection.
Whoa.
Yeah. Big deal.
What was that, between $5 and $10?
Yeah, that's like a $10 record.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the Scotch tape. I mean,
that's I don't know. That's a value add.
I like the Scotch tape. It lets me know that
it gives us some patina.
Yeah.
And don't take them off, because I took one off and it went horribly wrong.
It just looks like it says Super Bowl.
Bit of something, because I know it's DOA. I like it.
Dig it.
And the very last one I'll show you. I show this record so often. I love it so much. But this is Faces. This is a white label promo.
Oh, it's a nod is as good as now? As good as a wink, sorry.
Yeah, a nod is as good as a wink to a blind horse. And everybody just thinks, oh, that's Rod Stewart. This is going to be a Rod Stewart record. It's not. This is not a Rod Stewart record. This sounds way different. It's incredible classic rock. I mean, the song Stay With Me on this, it's the last track on side A. I mean, it's one of the best classic rock tracks I think ever. This is not Rod Stewart. This is Faces. Trust me. It's way different. That's it.
I dig it. Depeche Commode's here. Again, I say this every time because it's true. The best name in the vinyl community. Says his Super Bowl Shuffle LP is autographed by Jim McMahon himself. That is terrific.
That is very cool.
That's at like $10 or $11.
No. Jim McMahon, like he's got that CTE going. That's not easy to do.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
All right.
He's the quarterback of the '85 Bears who won the Super Bowl.
One of the greatest teams of all time. The greatest defense of all time. Sorry,
I've
Baltimore
never watched
Ravens.
a single second of American football. I've never, so I don't
Well,
know.
listen, Bong. We understand.
Well, I've seen Waterboy. Was that count?
Why don't I find that surprising? All right, well, listen here, Bong. We'll go to you next. Show us something that we wouldn't expect from an artist. Give it to us.
All right. I didn't prepare shit for this. All right, I'm gonna go with the all obscure, nobody gave a fuck record that I own and that I listen to a lot. This is between $5 and $6 when you see it. It's Mike Heron. Nobody knows who the fuck this is. This is the guy from the
Incredible String Band.
The Incredible String Band. This is a really good record. I don't know why I've always been obsessed with the Incredible String Band. But this is his first debut. John Cale produced. He's Niall Weightmouth. Sleep Design. Yeah, was it? Well, I don't know, but John Cale plays in this bastard. He probably didn't produce it, but it's such a very rock-driven album, but still very folky, psychedelic record that you wouldn't expect it. I think most people don't really know it, but if you know anything from that, or you like folk music, English folk music from around the same time, I think you might like this because I don't know, it's very bizarre in some parts, and John Cale again produces. He plays on this, and he's doing that Nico magic in some of these tracks, but nobody gives a fuck about this record. It's pretty boring as fuck. And look at that back cover. It's all confusing. The fuck's going on in this?
I like that blue headgear. That's all I'm going to say.
He's just holding a pineapple. You see that?
I think that's the birth of the swinger movement. Was this album cover with
this
pineapple?
This is a horrible cover. But if you see it again, it's like $5. You should get it.
GP.
Let me I would say that. I actually, this is the last thing I got in the Austin Record Fair last time I went. So the album is boring as fuck. No. The album cover is boring as fuck. Which is whatever. Well, then I'll do this, which is this is a single EP, but there were no rules here, so
no rules.
This is a Swans cover of Joy Division's "Love Will Tear Us Apart." Up to this point, Swans was sort of trying to dwell into releasing something commercial, not because of they wanted. I don't know. Maybe it was because they wanted a little more money. That's okay, I guess. But they actually like that song. I was not there when it came out, but I don't think that Joy Division song, as much as it was a little bit of a hot track when it came out, I don't think it was that popular. Like some people might know it now. But they had nothing to do with that shit, and they did this. This is the Michael Gira version. There's a black one that's the Jarbo. The Depeche Mode is asking, but the Jarbo one is black, and there's one that comes with both of them. But the B-side on this one is probably Michael Gira's more gravelly sounding voice, but it's just a straight up Love Will Tear Us Apart cover. They did some like commercially sounding records after this. It had a big flop, which one of my favorite Swans records for a major label, but happy to get it. Next one is the opposite. This is like early compilation that doesn't sound anything like the artist sounds later on. This is Tom Waits' early years. Nice. And like this sounds like another artist. This doesn't sound anything like the Tom Waits. Well, maybe the first two records, right? But this is a stripped down, just him and a guitar or him and a piano, and very, very mild thing. But this came out in '93, and most people were like, "What the fuck is going on with this record?" But this is I think it shows how it took a while for him to actually, get going and become the artist he wanted. But by the time that they released this compilation, there's volume 2, but the volume 1, I prefer this one. It's just, it's beautiful. It's another artist. I think if this came out first, he wouldn't have been as successful as he was, because Tom Waits, by the third record, he was like going nuts. But it's a nice look at some early stuff that really doesn't make you like understand how he got later on to a thing. And the last one that I'm going to show right now, it's of course I have to show this, right? A fuck you to his label, a fuck you to everyone going to release whatever the fuck.
Many fuck yous. Let's go.
Mr. Lee, Metal Machine Music.
Metal Machine Music makes an appearance. Here we go.
There it is.
So I don't know what to say. It's just I really love this record. It's a record that in a sense, Velvet Underground, where it was a mixture between Lou Reed trying to do these he came from this background of writing these songs for other people and doing like a little very American sounding songs. And John Cale was an experimental composer and that wanted to do pop music. So after the Velvet Underground, after John Cale left, Dog Ewell came around, and then Lou Reed left, I think they sort of went the other way around, because John Cale started doing a little more normal sounding songs, and Lou Reed wanted to do this like all-encompassing records. And when he did this, it was just what the fuck did Brian? Brian's
talking about Tom Waits. I'm sorry to distract.
I love hearing Jose talking about the early years, the record, interesting. Well, yeah, I just I think that it's nice, especially with that type of artist, because Tom Waits live is a very different beast. This just sounds like, I don't know if anybody here besides Chris is listening to those early Bob Dylan demos, but it's just so vulnerable. It's just him and a guitar and a piano and doing these songs, and you sort of look into a very peculiar time that, again, I don't think he would have made it if that was like his first record, because Closing Time, I think, blends in way more than this. And The Heart of Saturday Night, it's like way more like a bigger idea. This was just like him raw dogging songs, and
love raw dogging. Number one.
It's just there's a lot of magic there, but it's sort of like when you listen to like artists like Daniel Johnston or whatever, the people say like, oh, you can hear the Beatles playing because there's so much, and that's nice, but here it's sort of like that before an artist that you actually do get to like think of it. Also, the Eagles covering Tom Waits, one of his early songs. That's weird. Old 55. I don't know. But yeah, I think the Lou Reed one is necessary because it's one of the first records of people just maybe the Elvis shit, right? Like Elvis having fun on stage. But it's sort of like a fuck you to their own label, trying to say like, remember that I get to dictate what music I have to make. So I don't know. It's just talking a little about liberty and how artists just they should do whatever the fuck they want.
Quick question before we go to Mr. Rojas. Does anyone know if Metal Machine music pressings have surface noise?
That's funny, but it's more funny to say no.
No.
Also, I will say that I've owned a VG copy of Metal Machine Music, and it does make the experience way more psychedelic.
Fair
Especially if you have a quad version, because the quad version goes like, the two front speakers are doing the record normally, and the two on the back are doing the record all the way, like playing back, like reversed. So it's a nice experience. It's
I like it.
Eddie, I have a very soft spot for like crooners and shit like that. But Tom Waits.
Yeah, Eddie says I'm not a fan of Tom Waits. He's just a singing wino and a cigarette smoker.
But that's great. That sounded like something I want to listen.
Something to aspire to. Before we go to Rojas, real quick, I do want to say, as Jeff K. Myers, I want to congratulate you. He said, "Did anyone see Davey Strange James tribute to me? It's awesome." Again, another stepping stone in the vinyl community is to be called out by Davey Strange James. So, Jeff, congratulations! Big moment. I hope you're still basking in it. It's one of those things that you could put on your VEE CEE member card and punch card. When you get 10 of those, then you get your own troll who follows you from channel to channel. So keep going.
Also, I think that Eddie would actually like some of his later stuff because it gets very fucking spooky at some point. It's like, again, this sounds like just straight up just any singer-songwriter, but at middle to the end part of Tom Waits, it sounds like someone dying of overdosing in a circus or some shit like that.
I think that was on the hype sticker, right? This will make you feel like overdosing in a circus.
Well, it does sound like carnival music. I'm not the first human being to say that.
Fair enough. All right, Mr. Rojas, we've been working them up just for you. Something that you wouldn't expect.
Sure. So these two records, right? They're actually 10 years apart, right? So you wouldn't have known. So this is for all the VC boomers, dinosaurs watching. All right, I'm thinking of you. All right, so this is Neil Young's Harvest, right? 1972, right? And I said 10 years, right? So when you're old Neil Young, right, you want to remain relevant somehow.
Don't hit us with the Geffen, Neil Young.
So you got to go to that Geffen 1982, 10 years later. Trans, right? Now let's look at these covers again. Let's look at them, right? So this is for all my VC haters to capture this. So you can see this trans one. What's going on here? Like what is going on here?
I will not stand for anybody bashing Neil Young trans.
Geffen Neil Young it's an abomination. Let's just be honest.
No, it's a good record.
This record's actually super fun.
It is.
But I mean,
way worse.
There's a difference here. I mean, you're looking at it.
It's called millions in the bank account. I think that was a substantial difference.
I mean, I appreciate the risks here. I mean, look at this.
I mean, it's not the David Geffen.
Let me put this one down. Let's just take a deeper dive on this cover here.
This is the most passionate I've ever seen anyone pontificate on Geffen.
I think those are the Twin Towers, right? Yeah. Something.
Probably there's a I don't know what
the ceiling is like from Tron, right?
Do you remember that movie Open Season? I don't know why this reminds me of that movie. You remember that movie? I don't know. Anybody?
So I mean, I'd say give this a chance. This trans record. It's actually super fun. You can probably get it for under 15, maybe.
Easy,
hopefully
that is easy. Would that also be Cheap Heat? Can we double dip on this one?
Sure.
Cheap Heat
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this front cover also, it's very different from the back cover. Like, what's going on here?
Oh my gosh, it's like there's like a heart.
It's like a chrome heart. Get it?
Like literally the heart muscle. Wow. All right.
Wow.
What's the one with the rose? That one's way more horrible looking.
Are You Passionate?
Is it Are You Passionate? Yes.
Yeah, that one is. Don't go there. All right.
Yeah, that's the ugliest, horrible. That's so horrible.
Okay, so I'll show another one here.
Sure.
So this one, when did this one come out here? I'll show it first. This one came out, right? Midnight Vultures. What year is this? Anybody in the chat? Anybody on the panel?
Is that
2005?
I think I'm gonna guess 95. Wyoming Dave, executive producer. Check me.
What, 95? No way. That's like 2000.
Okay, so.
Oh no, you're right, Jose. I'm
so 2000. Okay. So I
no,
mean,
it's 99. It's
99. So
99.
this is
split the difference. Let's split.
We can look at this cover and be like, that's fun back. I mean, I don't know what's going on the cover here.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what it is.
Awesome dancing in the pants, right? So
it's a sexual record. Jason.
Right. So the thing is, no one expected the follow up, because this is like fun back, right? You're gonna have a good time, party in the pants, I guess. Right?
Oh, that's my favorite kind.
Right, and then you go to this back. Oh crap!
Oh, that's Drown the Puppies music, right there.
Right. So something happened here. Like let's for my VC haters here, let's show these again. Like there is some different vibe going on here.
You know what happened? He got divorced. That's what happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably a marital issue involved.
It's like the Oasis reunion. It's just the divorce.
So I mean, again, like no one expected, the back here.
Yeah, Morning View, right?
No, well, this is Sea Change.
Oh, sorry, Sea Change. Sorry, Sea Change.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, Beck up to that point, he was, always changing. He has like metal sounding songs on his first real records. So I don't I'm
look at that comment.
Radio Shack Beck question mark.
Right.
It depends on what side of the radio.
Yeah, Shack. Which one? This one or this one?
Radio Shack Beck. What is it? Mixed Business. Maybe that song was played.
Eddie's actually got. This is a fact. The divorce stipulated a certain number of albums must be pink. So that is where at MoFi Sea Change comes into full effect. That's a topic we should discuss. Divorce albums. I'm writing it down. You don't think I am? We are out of ideas, John. So we need all.
But it's. I mean, I can talk about Blood on the Tracks for like
Blood on the Tracks.
Yeah. So bonus record. It's on my wall. I'll get it down.
Mr. Buckley.
Now, this record doesn't describe. This cover does not describe what's going on here.
He was a heroin addict.
Right. He's super happy here.
So what album can you for the visually impaired folks?
Yes. This is Tim Buckley, I think 1970, I believe.
Was he already
Star Sailor, right? So he looks super happy. The music on here is just as crazy as Metal Machine music, Like
because of the heroin.
Divorce.
We see it coming.
So if you've never listened to this record, I had meant to play it on my Sunday stream, but I think some people would cry,
Is it Song for the Sirens there, right?
That's right, it is.
Oh, wait, a spoiler alert. Come on.
How is that shit spoiler alert? It's his most famous song. What is this shit?
Yep.
I mean, he died before Jeff Buckley was born.
Correct.
Because most people assume that he knew, but they never met.
No, they did meet.
They did meet? No,
they did. You just wait for the movie to come out. It's actually going to come out soon.
Don't read a book.
Glenn Powell, Jeff Buckley. Is that the?
Yeah, it's the documentary.
By the way, there's a horrible Jeff Buckley movie with the guy from You. Anybody saw the Netflix show You? I know you did, Chan. What is it? I know.
The only thing I watch on Netflix is Monday Night Raw. All right,
the guy from Gossip Girl.
Is it the guy from? I don't know if it's. The guy.
I know Gossip Girl.
Well, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. But they did a movie of a show he was doing, and it was okay. It was very indie, but. Nobody saw that shit. I mean, for being Jeff Buckley, nobody even knows that movie exists.
All right, I'm gonna throw them up, and then we'll move to the next topic. So I've got 3 quick hitters, something that you wouldn't expect. I'm gonna start out with this gem. This is Mark Tremonti. Mark Tremonti, the Axeman from everyone's favorite band, Creed, and also Alter Bridge.
Whoa.
Mark Tremonti sings Sinatra.
Had no idea.
Yes, this was done with the living members of the Frank Sinatra Band. This was a fundraiser for the National Down Syndrome Society.
Man, is that shit expensive? I might buy that shit.
Look it up. It was pretty pricey at one point. I don't know if they repressed it.
So is this why Creed broke up?
Yeah, too much do-gooding. There was too much fundraising for the children's. But yes, this is he actually has a decent crooner voice.
Wow.
So it's something that you would not expect. But he's actually, as seeing a comment, it's actually very good at singing Sinatra. I agree. So this is one that I didn't expect that I would like it, but I like the story behind it, that it helps the kids, and the fact that he got the living band guys to accompany him on that album. And they tour a little bit. I think they got some gigs actually at the end of this year. So
wait, that's a picture disc. That's not even like they didn't do a swirl on that record. That's a fucking picture disc.
Listen, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. All right. So now,
best record.
Good pick.
So we've got Ryan Adams, 1989. You're saying, well, Ryan Adams, this sounds like Ryan Adams. Correction. So Taylor Swift, our friend of the show, Taylor Swift put out the album 1989 first. And Ryan Adams decided, you know what? That songwriting is so good. I'm gonna. What would he say? Talent borrows, genius steals. And so Ryan Adams covered the album front to back. I think he recorded it with just he did a Springsteen homage, and he just used like a 4-track cassette recorder, recorded it. And matter of fact, fun fact, this charted higher in its opening week than the Taylor Swift version did in its opening week. So take that to trivia night, guys. 1989. Ryan Adams.
He also got canceled immediately after the record.
Well, listen.
No, he had 2 others. I'm going to see him Saturday.
Yeah, it's a taste that some people like and some people don't. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know who this band is. This is Royal Blood. They're a 2-piece out of the United Kingdom. We call it the UK. I loved their first 2 albums, self-titled, and then How Did We Get So Dark? Then they made this album with John Bong's favorite producer, Josh Homme, from the Queens of the Stone Age, and it's basically a rock dance record. So Royal Blood's first 2 albums were like hard, great riffs. I wouldn't say metal, but just good hard rock, right? As a 2-piece. This, I don't know what they're trying to do. It's very, again, you have to consider the production and Josh Homme trying to, I guess, make it a Queens of the Stone Age light type of output. This didn't do it for me. It's okay. The lead track off this was Typhoons. It didn't sound like the rest of the album was going to, which is a lot more dance rock, if that is such a thing. So, yeah, Andy G says it. You're right. The first 2 are excellent. That album isn't nearly as good. And, man, it was not what I expected. I just expected more of the same. I give them marks for going a little bit different and stretching themselves. But, no, Royal Blood, not so good. And that's all we got for this one. Next topic.
Is that Sinatra better than Dylan singing? Like, honestly,
I don't know. We can do it. We can do a showdown. We can do an East-West showdown and play them both, and both get canceled. All right. Next topic. We can go through this one real quick. This is going to be iconic covers, forgettable tunes. Iconic covers, forgettable tunes. What this means is, and I think we've all been there. You've been at the store. You see an album, an artist you're not familiar with. Cover's cool as hell. Cool art. Maybe it's a hot babe or hot guy or whatever you're into. And you just grab it. And then you get it home and it is terrible. But for whatever reason, the cover sticks with you. Another example is like the immortal Whipped Cream album, Herb Alpert. You know that cover. The common music fan knows that cover. Could they tell you it's Herb Alpert? Probably not, because it's a little forgettable unless that's your jam. So, Jeff, we'll start with you on this one. Oh, iconic cover, forgettable tunes.
All right. So, this topic was interesting. It took some thought for this one. So,
yeah.
So the topic, right, is awesome cover, forgettable tunes. And that implies that we're owning records that suck.
Yeah, this is a struggle. Yes.
Have them only because of the cover, which is the opposite of why I buy records, right? So I only have one good example of the actual topic, and then the rest I'm going to show you, I flipped it. It's lame cover with incredible music.
All right, fair enough.
I had to do it, otherwise I was
the only rules, Jeff, are there are no rules. So
that's right, exactly. So I will say this record is incredible. Okay, Translucent World. This is Terry Brooks' band Strange. This is incredible psych rock, or early 70s psych rock. And then this record, awesome cover. Look at that. That's cool. This record stinks. Okay.
So what is that record, Jeff?
This one is To Earth with Love. And this is Terry Brooks and Strange, To Earth with Love. And this came out in 1980. And I'm just like a late 60s, early 70s like guy, and this sounds way too 80s for me. And this record stinks. It only came out in like color variants. It's not good. And this is still Terry Brooks, and this is just so good. Like this is, I think, like 73, I think. And this is awesome psych rock. And it's the same. It's just, and that cover's cool too. I mean, look at that. Do you think that's going to be like something similar to this? And it's not.
Nope.
It stinks. It stunk, and I don't like it. This is the way it is, I guess. I don't know. They just changed their sound as they got older. So the next one I'm going to show you. This cover stinks. Okay. This is Dirty Tricks. This is a UK hard rock from 1975, I think. And I don't know, it just kind of sucks. Got like a little piper there and white cover. It kind of stinks. But if you put this sucker on, it is killer UK hard rock. I mean, this. They only press these in the UK too. I don't think there's even an American version available. But man, Dirty Tricks. Check this one out. If you like 70s hard rock, you're gonna love this one. Trust me. Even though that cover's lame, you're gonna like that.
Yeah, I would totally just flip through that one. That cover sucks.
I know, but it's good. It's really good music. And then I feel like every band in the 60s, you could pick any band in the 60s. They all took a picture like this, every
team shot,
some kind of shirt and tie picture. But like the Animals, right? I mean, they sound like they could be singing today. I always thought that. I always thought his vocals were like just as good. Like he would be like phenomenal if he was singing in 2025. We'd be like, whoa, that guy's really good. Like he just has like a modern sound from the late 60s, and it's crazy. Especially if you like look up their YouTube videos of the Animals. Look up the House of the Rising Sun. They're all in like the Beatles suit and ties, and then his voice starts, and it's like gives you the chills. It's crazy. I mean, it's awesome. And the same thing with the Zombies. She's Not There is like, again, a banger, and that cover's lame. And you would not think that the song, like the Zombies, how good they are, is this band, because that's a lame picture, and just the way it was in the 60s, they always took those lame pictures. So this is my favorite 10 Years After, and this is a Space and Time. Again, just a very lame common picture, guy sitting in the field. That sucks.
Why does everybody have to go to the field and just?
It just sucks, like, oh, we're cool guys. Put my elbows on my knees and like sit in this field. But it's my favorite 10 Years After album by a long shot. This one, incredible. I love to Change the World. Everybody knows that track. That's probably the one you've heard of. Second last one. This is Rare Bird. So this cover stinks. But the UK version of Rare Bird, that it's a totally different cover art and it's awesome. It's like it's a way cooler bird. But the music on, I love this band. I mean, it's so good. And this is one of those where, like, you know, if you're into like classic rock, but you're just tired of, you've been listening to the same songs over and over again on classic rock radio, this isn't going to blow your mind. You know, this is just something in the same vein that you're going to like. You're going to enjoy this one. The UK versions are way more expensive. I'm very happy with this one, but the cover on the UK one is just way cooler. But the music's great. And the last one I'm going to show you is a library record. Library records are notorious like the lamest covers. It's usually just you know, just
like, not lame. What is this shit?
A flat color of something. Like KPM usually just does like a flat green. This is just a sailboat. But the music on some of these is incredible on library records. These are just records they made to be licensed out for TV shows, movies, commercials. Yep. And this one in particular I really like. This is Summer Sounds. This is like real groovy, almost like funky, you know, like it has a lot of funk to it. And it just is very unassuming, but it's an awesome library record. Highly recommend.
Fair enough. Now we got some Jeff on Jeff crime here. Jeff K. Myers upset that you were doing the opposite of the the assignment. He's littered the chat.
That I think stink, you know? So it's like it's hard to like show records that, you know, I don't buy the cover.
In Jeff's defense, as I was explaining this to somebody earlier today, this topic, it was hard because generally you don't keep bad records, or at least I don't. So I did find some, mind you, but yeah, it's the intent was not as easy as it sounded great in the Concert Buddy brain, but then once I kind of was trying to execute, I was like, yeah, this is probably not the easiest assignment. So Jeff is our guest. We're gonna allow the audible, no problems. All right, John Bong, let's go.
Well, I don't own any records I don't like. So I'm also gonna bastardize this.
No, everybody is just saying fuck this.
First of all, I'm gonna show a compilation that I've showed before. I think this is the worst looking cover in the existence of music in general. Well, maybe there are worse things, you know, like U2 exists. So
or the Lulu cover, yeah, Lulu.
No, it's bad, but I don't think it's like, you know. This one, I don't know what's worse, the front cover or the back cover, and that is Captain Beefheart's.
What the?
Captain Beefheart, 20 originals of Captain Beefheart. And please tell me, what's the worst, the front cover or just the back without his photo and his photo there?
What the?
So bizarre as all hell. But this is a what do you call that? A twofer or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
So this is just straight up just two great records, but the cover is horrible shit. But you can get it at very cheap. How much did I pay it? Permanent Records, $20.
Thank you for supporting Lance, a struggling independent record store. He needs.
Yes. Well, I love buying from Permanent, but they fucking hate me asking if they could sell my record there. All right.
Take that.
All right. This is my favorite record of singing record of all time. I don't know how I feel about the cover. I don't really think about it. I just love the music so much. I have no interest really to think if I like the cover or not, but most people would not buy it or not get into it because I think the cover is just too English, too weird, too of its time maybe. But my favorite one of my favorite records of all time, Kevin Ayers, Whatever She Brings, We Sing. Right?
Is that child in illustration peeing on the bucket of other children? Oh my Lord!
It's wait for it. There's no explanation. Okay? So this is my favorite.
Listen, I love the dad joke. I'm all for it.
Yes. So this is again a beautiful record. If you like early Pink Floyd or whatever. Pink Floyd would have not existed if it wasn't for Kevin Ayers, Robert Wyatt, everybody, Soft Machine, Wildflowers, Gong, Egg, blah blah blah. And I don't know. I just love this record with all my heart. They just reissue this, but yeah, I think because I know this guy, that's how I know this record. But the cover looks like a little bit like what's the Bob Dylan record, Chris? Knocked Out, Loaded, or what is it?
Show it again.
You know the like the Mexican guy hitting some woman or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Bob Dylan one. Like the brownish piece of shit cover. I don't know. But
was this part of the Pee Wee Herman art collection that was seized before his death? Do you know that, Jose?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Shout out to Paul Rubens, who was unfairly prosecuted.
Shout out to Paul Rubens, who's dead.
That documentary is great.
Yeah, it's a good doc.
So, in the same vein, one of my favorite records of all time is Matching Mole, which is Robert Wyatt. But, you know, so Matching Mole, right? So
I'm getting like Scholastic Book Fair vibes. Like, what is happening with this artwork, Jose?
It's just two matching moles. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. Right? So this is Robert Wyatt's band after Soft Machine. Because in French, Soft Machine is Machine Mole. So they put it Matching Mole in English. So I don't know, but it's a beautiful, underrated masterpiece. And but I don't know. Every time I see the cover, I don't mind it. I don't think it's bad. It's just of its time, I guess. You know, but I don't know. I love it. The second artwork, the second record, which came out the same year, because this is a very quick live band, produced by Robert Fripp. It's a communist record, so both records have nothing in common with each other, which is amazing. But let me show something more recent, I guess. What else did I brought? Well, in general, I think Fiona Apple has horrible color.
Extraordinary Machine.
Yeah.
Are those apples or pears?
Damn.
I think they're the. From that last
They're pecans? Is that what you're going to say?
What? I don't even know what type of flower is. Anybody know?
What's the name of the album, Jose? I'm ready for the name of the album.
Extraordinary Machine, but this is a Vinyl Me Please version.
Yes, I have the same one.
Oh, you have the same one? All right.
Jeff Myers has a first press. That is a pricey one, Jeff.
Is the first press the original mix? No, right? No, that shit never came out, right?
I don't think so.
But
peas, damn it, they're peas. On the cover, Mazzy coming
peas? In. It's not peas. No, it's a flower. What is this shit? You know what? I will say that very underrated. I'm thinking of Neil Young's On the Beach, but I love when they put artwork or color inside
the jacket. Yes, nice.
Yes, but the Neil Young On the Beach one is probably the best one. It has like wallpaper.
Nice.
Inside. All right, that's it. But,
all right.
Horrible cover. I would say like all of them are very. Oh, just the first one, but all the other ones, long ass.
The chat is revolting because we flipped this topic. We've done a whole 180 on this. Jeff,
what?
I'm blaming you.
No. I'm
bring
it
back. Bring us back.
I just don't own records I don't like.
Fair enough.
Okay,
well,
okay,
here we go. Rojas.
Here we go. Iconic cover, Forgettable Tunes.
Fuck you. What is this?
1970 self-portrait. Name me one song off this record.
All the White
in the
Horses. You can go. The Eskimo. What is it? When I paint my masterpiece, isn't it over there?
No one in the chat can name any of them.
It's what is it? The Spanish is the.
No, that's off the other record.
No, that sits in that one as well.
Oh, jeez.
But I already told you the what is this shit? What All the White Horses?
Wyoming Dave. That's a Bob Dylan album.
Alberta one is there. He does.
There we go.
Oh,
No.
Wingman, which John Lennon covered.
Man.
You know, the Mighty Queen, the Eskimo.
In Your Dreams.
The Boxer. He did a cover of The Boxer.
Oh, that's
What about the
terrible.
Blue Moon cover?
Oh my gosh.
Everybody loves this album in chat.
Yeah, they're all just defending it. They're all lying. They don't reach out. They don't reach for this record.
It's a great record. What is this shit?
They don't reach out for that record. Again, iconic cover, Forgettable Tunes.
See, Rojas got the assignment, regardless of.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yes,
okay, 1968. Okay, iconic album.
He's coming for a wall. He's coming.
Forgettable Tunes. Okay, now anyone in the chat here, you're so experts. You know, tell me what songs are off this record. No one in the chat. Yay, no one here is a music expert in the chat. Bogus.
We've blocked all the music experts.
See, again, nobody like they're thinking, yeah, you know,
like
Mr. Tambourine Man, yeah, sure.
I don't like the Birds. I like that live record, the Live Bird record.
I like Mazzy's comic. Can we Crustacean Life? Is that what it says?
Christian Life?
Yes, Christian Life.
There we go.
Yeah,
I think Mazzy's hands were trembling. He was so mad.
Jason has no taste. No, I don't make any infomercials, so I'm good, bro. Don't you worry.
That record is.
I don't sell out in the VC. Come on. Well, I mean, trash. No way. This is iconic. It adds to the flavor of this record. Come on now. You know, if you smell it, it smells like 68.
Oh, Cesar, I have to take us back to side view. Cesar. Thank you, executive producer Cesar Garcia. Thank you. We've got him.
Okay. Again, let's show another iconic record here. Forgettable Tunes. Someone in the chat, name a tune from this record. Like you listened to this record.
Down Blue.
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
Of course it is. I probably know every song in there.
This one's an acquired taste for sure.
It's tough, you know. Again,
it's a great fucking record.
Jeff Meyer says the best album ever. So we're
also the cover is just spectacular. So
so what is a 69 or 68 Trout Mouse replica?
69. June is 69. June or July is 69.
Oh, on specific Groove Seeker. Look at that.
So I can't even.
69. I thought it was 68 because 69 sounds like very late to the party.
Yeah, no.
University Tim, Hair Pie. We're defending the album.
I mean, nobody even named the Blimp. I mean, jeez, none of these people in the chat are experts. Get out of here. All right, last one. Okay, iconic cover, but nobody knows any songs. 1978, Black Sabbath, Never Say Die. Okay.
What Evil Woman?
No.
You know, yeah, they're real on here.
Evil Woman.
These are real signatures.
I just named one song.
Which one?
Evil Woman.
Oh, jeez, man. God. No one in the chat could name any.
Actually,
of these.
they
don't know it.
Like 2 or 3 songs from that record on Saturday. Junior's
Eyes. War Pigs on this album, Tim.
Absolutely not.
A Hard Road, which was I think it was a hit in the U.S.
Wow.
Is Never Say Die on that album?
Yeah, it's called Never Say Die.
No, but the first song is Never Say Die.
We can ask Ozzy, right? We can ask him right here, right?
I'm pretty sure like at least 2 songs from that record were like hits.
In the UK.
Oh, just coming in. He says, yes, Never Say Die is my favorite album.
Really? Depeche Mode. Well, this is for you. You know,
I've actually heard a lot of people say that that's their favorite.
Actually, that's a great song. So, you know, I'm glad that it's not forgotten. You know, I'm glad that people disagree with me and it caused some controversy.
Shit on this.
Oh, no.
Oh, what? You didn't even show that. Why didn't you show that?
Jose is going full heel turn. We're just attacking Black Sabbath.
No. I'm saying like this is a way worse cover than. Also, don't quit the shrink when you buy it.
Don't flip the shrink. All right, Groove Seeker. What do you got?
I can't follow that. I'm gonna follow that.
Well, I mean,
you just show self-portrait again. You know? That's all you got to do. And then, yeah, some people got very butthurt in the chat. Like, come on now.
All right, so this isn't an iconic cover, but I love this cover. So this is Nina Simone's "Nina's Back." This is 1985 or 86. in the early 70s, she got to a point where it's like every 3 or 4 years she was releasing a record. So they call this a comeback record, but it's awful. It's an awful Nina Simone record, in my opinion. And but I think the cover is absolutely beautiful and brilliant and radiates mid 80s culture.
Did somebody put a gun to your head when you bought that?
I honestly, Jose, I was like, oh, this is the Nina Simone record I don't have, and I like the cover, so I'll give it a shot. But it's pretty awful. That's it. So it's not iconic. I don't have records I don't like in my collection either.
It's a hard one. I admit. Post edit, I admit.
Well, you know what? I do own Black Sabbath's 13, which is a dog shit album. So
oh my god, all the Black Sabbath hate. What's happening there?
I don't hate Black. What is? I just hate that record.
All right, I'm gonna bring us home quick because I know the podcast proper is running long. So I don't think a lot of people know what this is. This is a Late Night Delight, but I love the album cover. You know who this guy is, Jose?
It's yes,
Mac Tonight.
I was about to say, is that Max Headroom?
Well, that guy had a revival later on because all the vaporwave.
That's exactly what this is My Pet Flamingo.
All right.
And this is vaporwave, and the cover is Chef's Kiss. Love the cover. Takes me back to Mac Tonight on the McDonald's commercial.
Like vaporwave,
but I don't like vaporwave, and this album sounds like butthole. So
why the fuck do you buy a vaporwave record?
Great cover, garbage music. Sorry, My Pet Flamingo. I still get your Bandcamp emails. So it's almost sacrilege to say there's a bad Funkadelic record, or at least there's the lesser Funkadelic records. Connections and disconnections. This is a great art. I mean, look like a man. I'm assuming that's George Clinton, and he's looking like a futuristic Tron, Black Tron.
I don't think he's on that record. He left.
He's not on this record. Well, whoever this gentleman is.
They continued without him.
Oh yeah, because it's only the 3-piece. Here, look at these guys. I mean, the pose is awesome. Look at this pose.
Yes, actually, it's great.
I mean, this guy's. I mean, anytime your finger doubles as a gun, like this guy with the cowboy hat, is amazing. Anyway,
that's a
great
good
art. This sucks.
It does.
But if you're a completionist, you want to grab it. And then. This one's going to be controversial.
No, it's not.
This is going to be controversial. This is the 15th, number 15 in the discography of Kiss. This is after they took off the paint. This is Hot in the Shade. I love the cover. It looks like the Egyptian.
It is.
Oh, it is. Well, no, I know it is.
Do you know that's actually Gene Simmons?
This is Gene Simmons? Oh, no. Gene, I'm so sorry. But, they do like the little pseudo like stamp here thing. And
you could have shown Lick It Up. That would have been a one too.
I mean, that could have been, but this is like that late 80s Kiss when it was like probably they were like, I think probably one more bad album away from putting out a Time Life compilation. Remember those Time Life compilation? So they were well on their way, and they're like, you know what, guys, we need to put the makeup back on because literally we're one bad album away from doing Time Life commercials. So. Anyway.
Well, they did the MTV Unplugged, so
they did, and they brought it back, but it's just not good music. But again, I have the other Kiss albums in my collection. I know that's a Kiss collectors like that for some reason. Don't ask me why, because I'm.
Do you have the Circus one?
I don't have the Psycho Circus. I think I have the CD because CDs are back. I don't know if you knew this, Jose. CDs are back, so it's. I do have the Psycho Circus CD. Richard's Vinyl Tap House is right. Kiss Crap album with a K. I see what you did there, Richard. That was clever.
Dimebag Darrell did die. And
what?
One of those Kiss coffins. So
what? Oh yeah. Well, I mean he also got the Franken the telly from Eddie Van Halen too. He got the original Frankenstrat. Anyway. That's the topic. I know we just went all over the place. It was a tough one. It sounded good. It's like the other ideas. They sounded good.
I mean, just show this.
Not only is that a great Bob Dylan record, but the bootleg Sirius version of that, it's amazing.
Yep.
And what's that Johnny Depp movie? Blow has that all the
wild horses. Yeah.
It's a beautiful, and again, Wingman cover by John Lennon. Really good cover, which is in the Royal Tenenbaums soundtrack.
Anywho,
so fuck you, Jason.
I look at your topics as you give us artists the paint, and we have the canvas. We have the freedom
That's why this guy's been invited 4 times to Surface Noise. This guy is he knows how to shine up that turd.
By the way, I did ask, but nobody replied. I think nobody replied. Can I show a record I bought?
Well, can we get to the freestyle? I don't want us to run long. This is always a supersized episode. I want to thank my guests. First and foremost, the Group Seeker back with power. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Concert Buddy.
Jason Rojas, the Regal member of the VC, the king of the VC, according to some. Jason,
you know what? This Sunday I will play this.
Oh no!
Yeah, you will, and you'll enjoy it.
We'll
all enjoy it.
Fucking horses.
The man with the greatest lighting system in the vinyl community, international super duper star John Bong, aka Jose Moreno. Ron, Jose, thanks for joining us.
I don't know who the other guy is, but thanks for having me.
And then the new four-time visitor, the people's champion. It's Jeff. The channel is Vinyl Record Info. Find him on YouTube. Find him on Instagram. Jeff, thank you for joining us, sir.
Concert Buddy, again, thank you so much, 4-timer. Very happy to be here.
It's like the 4 Horsemen, Daddy. That's what you want. Let's go. My goal is to get cleaner, tighten up the presentation. So I'm tightening it up. And everybody's getting that liquid refreshment. Look, we're going into overtime. This is what we call, this is Tom's favorite segment, freestyle. The freestyle. But we're already bleeding over from the last topic. Cesar said, I guess I won't be watching Sunday's stream. He's referring to the threat from Jason Rojas to play the Bob Dylan self-portrait album. It's potentially going to be a divisive.
You're going to miss all the Tired Horses Part 2.
Why don't you play it, and Jose and I will come on and profess how great it is and why for 2 hours.
Wow, that'd be great. You guys can start crying on the stream.
No tears in the VEECEE. Come on now.
I mean, you ever heard that Kermit the Frog cover of Like a Rolling Stone? It's on here.
Well, the Bob Dylan, shout out to Bob Dylan, because he was one of the first motherfuckers to cover himself when he did Like a Rolling Stone, half-ass Like a Rolling Stone on the record. So
like a half-ass.
Yeah, because it's like 3 minutes. It's just like a piano thing.
Let's back up here, okay? So can you imagine you're at the Isle of Wight, you're seeing his first concerts in '66, right? Bob Dylan is with the band, and then he starts singing with that Nashville Skyline Kermit the Frog voice. Hey, you must be like, did I take too much acid? Like, what the hell, right? No. Like, he totally changed, So, I mean, this record, in a way, is what? Half and half Kermit, half Dylan, Look at There we go. Now, if the whole panel could just show this record, we'd be blessed.
I don't know if I have that one. I got to be honest.
I definitely do not.
Okay.
Hang
on a second. Michael Tedder trying to break up the monotony says, a bit off topic, but has anyone in here tried Waxwing?
What is
Any thoughts if so? No, I don't even know what you're talking about, Michael.
Is that a pair?
Look at that.
Is that a pair? What is that?
That's actually Bob Dylan singing.
Oh, that's the real talent. Oh no.
Well, what is it? I actually like Nashville Skyline, so I'm not even gonna say shit. I only think the only bad Bob Dylan record
Down in the Groove.
I think this is true. A friend of the show, Sam, is here. Sam St. John, aka Americana Sam, and he's been chiming in on these Bob Dylan things as they've come up. And Richard's Vinyl Tap House says Sam must have heard Bob's name. I think so. Once he heard Dylan, he rushed to attention to join us in the chat. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, Tedder, it's a phono preamp. Oh, this is Gear Talk. Oh no, this is not a Gear Talk show, Michael. We need Bianco here. He is the gear guy. We're gonna he's our gear. Here's our gear aficionado. Yeah, see, yeah, here you go. My own device. Yeah, here we go. I love the Waxwing. See, guys, we're terrible at the gear. You guys.
By the way, I was going to show this one and I didn't.
Well, show it. We got you big. Go for it.
So this is Oh Mercy.
No more Dylan. Good Lord.
This is Bob Dylan's Oh Mercy. I still don't know if I like the cover or not. It's supposed to be like a New Orleans actual graffiti.
So wait a minute. Are you saying when you heard that record, you were like, "Oh Mercy," right? Or "Oh Mercy"?
I think this
Which
is
one?
I think it was Jesse Kasopoulos from Full House who said "Have Mercy." I think it was inspired by
this is top 3 Bob Dylan records. This is one of my personal favorites, but I just think it's nice. Where political world, great. Where teardrops fall, nice. Everything is broken. But the man in the long black coat is amazing. You know,
most of the time.
Most of the time. What was it you wanted? Great. Shooting Star. Even the B-sides, it's amazing. So this is Daniel Lenoir, famous for recording that shit band U2. Great. Great
shots fired. Paul Houston's taking shots now. Come on.
Do you think? No, everybody hates U2. Really, I don't. You know.
Wow.
In the name of
I made you big for that, Jose. You're just gonna shoot You never went to Vertigo? I mean, come on, Jose.
No. I remember when I was a kid and Vertigo came out, and I just changed the channel every time it happened. You know.
You were like, this is the best U2 song ever.
No, Jose was upset. I'm sorry, John Bong was upset because of the faux Spanish, where he starts a song and saying "Uno, dos, tres, catorce." He goes from 3 to 14, and it lost so much respect. Didn't make sense. I'm with you on that one. That one's a little bizarre. I'm with you.
Oh, Every Grain of Sand. The bootleg version the bootleg version is the harmonica solo. Fuck you. That's my favorite Bob Dylan song.
I think we're losing people. Jose, we should do a Bob Dylan stream so the 4 people that care can watch. I'll do it with you.
So nobody watches except us.
Yeah, I'll watch ourselves. I'll watch it. Yeah, after like, oh, this is great.
All right, we're gonna try, guys. We're gonna try something new. We're gonna try something new, and this could flop. This could be really bad, or it could be really good. And I'm on record as saying that the literal butthole of the vinyl community is the Hoffman Forum. Steve Hoffman Forums. And I'm going to try a new segment because I like reading the Hoffman Forums once in a while because it's the personalities shine through. You've got the very opinionated, you've got the undereducated, the overeducated, people just searching for connection, like any kind of message board on the internet. But this one obviously highly focused on vinyl records and the stories and the tales and everything. But I came up with a segment called "It Came From the Hoffman Forums." Think about like the creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm going to start with a couple of questions and let's see how let's see how our panelists kind of deal with this. So the first one I thought was really interesting is that why someone continued to talk. I always like when they talk on threads that are like 18 years old, like the original Hoffman threads. This one is from 2022. Do you buy music magazines? This is by the illustrious Tony Cruz. Tony Cruz said, do you buy music magazines? I'll start with you, Groove Seeker. Do you buy music magazines?
Not anymore.
Does anybody buy music magazines on the panel?
I buy music-related books.
Well, books. I mean, that's one thing. Books is, an investment in your time. But
I did buy a Rolling Stone last month, Mexican Rolling Stone magazine because a friend of mine was in the future. So, but you know what? I had good times reading. Rolling Stone magazine. It just they just stopped selling it, the American version here. So I don't know if I would still buy it, but every now and again, if the cover interests me, I would buy it.
So it's kind of like a record. You'd buy the album for the cool artwork and get home, and then the insides, the music was trash.
Well,
see, it happens.
No, I mean, if whatever is inside.
Here we go, free.
Because when I was like 15, 16, I got a bunch of like Hunter S. Thompson, Rolling Stone magazine stuff, because of course.
So, all right.
Everything's online now.
Well, that's what I think. Magazines, any kind of print media.
Yeah, well, Rolling Stone magazine is paywall restricted.
Oh, online, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, and here's a good. So Chasing Records, Chase says a magazine costs $12. The last time I got one. See, this is also part of the confusion. All right, new one. Forget the music magazine. It's got another one. I saw the news that Paul McCartney is going to tour again. I don't know if that's the best idea, but he's coming to, of all places, Columbus, Ohio. Jason, did you see this?
Yes.
Huge. I don't know. There must be a great promoter there, or somebody owes favors to the Maca Empire. But I saw this one in the Hoffman forums, and I instantly thought of you. This is from Century Knocker. Century Knocker asks, set up a poll. You know, when they set up a poll, it's serious. Beatle ideas for Record Store Day 2026.
Come on. Come on.
Beatles in Mono Volume 2.
Well, the winner it was a tie. So far, it's a tie. The poll is going to close, guys. Go and vote. Go and vote. The poll is going to close August 6th, so you got a little bit of time.
All right.
But right now, it's a tie for first between the Butcher cover and the Carnival of Light 12-inch, both with 35 votes. So you can be a difference maker and go over to the Hoffman forums and vote in this extremely important
What was the question?
There were Beatle ideas for Beatle releases on Record Store Day 2026.
Oh, maybe every George Harrison and song 12-inch.
Okay.
Fuck Ringo Starr. There you go. Can you imagine if like they just took out Paul? Like when Paul is definitely gonna die first, right? So when he dies,
whoa.
What the?
Can you imagine if Ringo just like goes rogue and he's like taking out the vocals?
Ringo goes woke. What?
No. Rogue. Rogue.
Go woke, go broke. Rogue. You've heard the saying, guys. Come on.
Rogue. So he just re-records.
Yes,
what?
Frank is here. I knew Beatles Talk would awaken Frank. Frank, Mr. Stickermania, 60th anniversary of the Butcher cover. So that one would make sense. They would never put that out. Never.
Of course they would. They already semi-did, right? On the what is it? Oldies?
It's the Rarities record.
Rarities. It's horrible cover.
Russell is right. Do not read any Beatles thread on Hoffman. Stay away. Yes, this is where it gets. You think it's bad on YouTube? Go to the Hoffman forums. It can get downright.
Well, the only few times I've ever been to the Hoffman forums, I saw a Beatles related. It was like something very like, what CD is the best? Some shit like that. And the first answer was this like elongated as fuck answer of when I discovered the Beatles. I was 5. And all this musical journey, and no one gave it a fucking like.
Jeez.
It was so
good. Chance, the Carnival of Light. What was the choice on the Carnival? Did they say a 45?
A 12-inch. 12-inch.
12. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say.
Well,
they said
it's
40,
because
15-minute song.
Yes. Ringo Starr will be the last Beatle. Because it doesn't make sense that it should. So it will.
All right, let's do maybe one or two more of these because I'm on the Hoffman forums right now. We're literally sourcing it live. Bill O'Reilly would be so proud of us. Here's one. This thread was started actually last month. Not too bad. This is by Naka9, Naka 9, Naka9. If you're here, let us know. Can you name a perfect album? A perfect album.
Self-portrait.
Oh no! Walked right into that one. Oh my goodness. Yes. Well,
this is great.
I mean,
Jeff, you weren't ready for this, right? You weren't ready. You weren't ready.
Expecting that.
All the white horses.
Unbelievable. You
know.
I mean, some of the choices are quite interesting. I will say they've got Waltz for Debbie by Bill Evans, Mingus is the Black Saint and the Sinner Lady.
Wow, really?
Hotter Than July, Stevie Wonder. Okay.
All right.
Hotter Than July. Who the fuck is lying to themselves?
Oh man, Are You Experienced by Jimi Hendrix.
Did anyone pick anything after 1990?
I'm scanning 1990. Why would anyone listen to music after 1990?
Just curious. You know.
Elliot, hide your ears. I'm gonna look for a 1990.
Well, I will say that albums that I think every single song are great, besides the Ween catalog, of course. But all these that I think no one here at least would say no is T for the Tillerman, Cat Stevens. You know, nobody likes every single song from fucking Physical Graffiti. What is this shit bullshit? T for the Tillerman, Tapestry, and
I just have to show this. I think this one takes the cake, guys. I found it. This is the perfect album. Ready for this?
That's great.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did this one right. You ready? Who does not have Little Red Riding Hood? Who does not have this album? This is literally an answer in the thread. I'm sure it's a joke. Hopefully. I didn't even know this was a thing. Little Red Riding Hood, the album.
Frogs.
What's the median on Discogs on that? That'll tell you. That'll tell you if that clickbait worked.
Is this by Lost Hogs? Lost Hogs? I can't even read it. It's so confusing.
I think Rojas has a white label promo of that.
Jason, do you have a white label promo?
Did that thing get reissued? Is that the next Rhino Hi-Fi? Shit.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Velvet Underground's.
Oh, I knew you would have found your way back.
Light White Heat.
Oh, hang on. There's someone did say Nas Illmatic. So
wow,
that's a perfect album.
Okay. Right
I don't know.
That's a perfect album.
Well, you could say Low End Theory if you want to go there.
I would go Low End Theory, but that's just me. What about what's the one? John Spencer Blues Explosion, one of the underrated.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, well,
you know, bands you've never heard me talk about. The first Black Keys record, I think is really good.
What?
You like that record? Really?
Wow.
Yeah, the first one.
Jose. I wouldn't have
Paris, 1919. Somebody said it. John Cale.
What else is on that list, Chance? I got to hear more of this.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, we found a winner. Maybe let's see. Love Forever Changes. I mean, this is probably going to be a.
Okay.
This one. James Brown Live at the Apollo. I like that one. I don't know if it's the perfect album. Sticky Fingers. Some more Dave Brubeck, Jazz Impressions of Japan.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Yeah. Oh, somebody just made a giant list. Holy cow. Queen 2. Sure. Oh man.
As far as live
Butthole
albums,
Surfer. Is this? Butthole Surfer's Locust Abortion Technician.
Wow.
I would say yes.
You would say yes to that?
I would say.
Jose, I found it. Jose, you'll agree with this one. I'm gonna. Yeah. Remember, this is the perfect album. Are you ready, Jose? Are you sitting down?
Yeah. I
think this one is going to go right to what you were talking about earlier. We found it. According to Hoffman, folks, the Joshua Tree by a new band called Utu.
You know what the worst part is? That I could probably name most songs from my record.
Of course, it's classic.
What is it? I could Streets Have No Name, right? I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Yes. Keep going.
What is it? The Blue Sky. What is it? Shout out the Blue Sky. The Blue Sky.
Bullet the Blue Sky. That's Blood. That's not on Joshua Tree.
That's of course it's on that record.
It's on Joshua Tree.
Yeah, of course, right? Isn't it? Jason.
Song? You said Bullet in a Blue Sky. Yeah, that's on that record.
They wrote it for El Salvador when they were in a war.
Fair enough. The Cure Disintegration is on here. The Cure Disintegration.
No. Wow, really?
I don't think The Cure has a perfect album. That's it. I don't know if that's controversial.
Well, maybe listen. Maybe what I said earlier. Talent borrows, genius steals. Maybe we'll steal this one for a future Surface Noise topic. We are out of ideas, so we are taking all ideas. Doesn't matter if they come from the Hoffman forums or terrible YouTube channels. We're gonna just take them all.
Speaking of terrible YouTube channels, do you remember it?
A terrible YouTube channel. Oh, I could name a lot of them.
No, that's me. I'm
No.
No, I'm saying for ideas for this podcast. Remember the one I gave you?
You gave me Cheap Heat. I credit you every time.
What? No. Another one. I was doing a vinyl draft, if you guys would be interested in that, where basically we would all pick like a genre. Like there'd be like 7 genres and then like a wild card. And we would, or we can even do years. We could do whatever you want. And then we all pick one record to represent that genre or year, whatever you want to do. And at the end, there's a wild card. You can pick whatever you want. And then everybody votes who had the best draft out of that.
As long as it starts with self-portrait, that's all.
It could be Bob Dylan.
By the way, I'm going to say that the last, that's maybe somebody else can answer it, but the last record I thought conventional music, non-experimental music related, because I could go on, but in the normal spectrum of the word, the last record I think was perfect. Every single song is Bon Iver's self-titled record. I don't know.
Not Forever Emma, that one? That's the one.
No. Bon Iver's, the white cover called Bon Iver. I think that's a perfect record.
Wasn't that 15 years ago?
That was like 10 years ago. Yeah, like 12
10
maybe.
years ago. Yeah, it's a long
Let's
time.
see.
Is that in a commercial? Jose, that's the only way I would know if it's in a commercial. It's the only way.
It was definitely probably in a commercial. Holocene,
the Abercrombie commercial, as long as it's an Abercrombie commercial.
When did this came out? No, 2011. Damn.
Yeah, 14 years.
Damn, that's depressing as all hell.
So before we go to latest grabs, because we do want to, Jeff did request. We'll show some latest pickups. I do want to ask you guys. I saw it's Prime Day, Prime Week. It's an event, and so all the retailers are climbing over each other to try to, move inventory, make deals, etc. I saw a lot of offers. Obviously, Prime. I think before Prime Day official, Amazon was doing buy 3 get 1 free, which I didn't really think was a great deal. Prime Day comes now; they've boosted it to buy 2 get 1, buy 2 get 1 free. So 3 for the price of 2. The same deal that Target was running, I think, effective Sunday. Walmart has been discounting things. Just curious, is anybody taking advantage of these air quotes great deals coinciding with Prime Week? I'm seeing a lot of nods in the left or right variety. Groove Seeker, did you buy any records off of the great deals going on this week?
You know what? I looked, but it's so hard to get coherent search on Amazon Vinyl. Like what was on? I just want to know what was on sale, but I didn't buy anything. I also saw they were doing like big percentages off Grateful Dead box sets on Amazon as well, but I didn't get anything.
Yeah, I agree with this. Richard's Vinyl Tap House. Prime Day sucked for music. Yeah, I saw the list. I wasn't doing so well. Chasing Records is he's on right now, getting the self-portrait. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Supporting small business. Oh man, we got them out. We got some. Listen, I'm not advocating. I will say I got a good price on the Bruce Springsteen box from them. I will say, but I don't disagree with the sentiment. Yeah,
like that?
Over here, Prime Day is on Monday.
No, it started. Oh, it's different in Monterey. Different in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Well, all I can tell you is it's down. It's down like crazy. I think Bezos just had that crazy wedding. I hope he can return the wedding gifts because it's not looking good for Prime Performance. But,
how was that box set, Chance?
I haven't opened it. I streamed it, so I know I saw people buying it. It was a little rich for my blood when it first came out, but like a lot of things, if you have the patience, I've learned it from His Highness, the Regal, Jason Rojas. Give it a minute, and if it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. And I did find a price that was, I think it was approximately like 35% off. And in between, I streamed it. It obviously is on streamers, and I really liked a handful of songs. So I was like, you know what, I like Bruce enough that, and I like kind of the Streets of Philadelphia era. I know a lot of people don't like a lot of that stuff. Where he was adding, like synth machines and like drum machines, and he was really changing his sound a little bit. He didn't like it that much, but
well, he got obsessed with a New York band called Suicide, and Bruce was into very weird bands, but he never went that weird, which is weird.
So all I can say is, Jeff, I liked it enough to buy it. I liked Waiting for the End of the World is probably my favorite song that I heard on that whole thing. Going to the Well, I think, is another one that I really enjoyed. Or
are you excited for the movie?
It's interesting you ask, because I really wasn't. And then I saw that trailer and I was like, okay, I can maybe get behind this, because those biopics it's a tough assignment, especially when they're still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking of like the Queen one. I think was a little. It was okay, but it could have been better. You know what I mean? Like, they clearly were. When the artist has so much creative control in these biopics, I think it doesn't tell the real story. It doesn't tell the true story. It tells the story they want you to hear, but.
Well, the rest of Queen is like, who's Freddie Mercury? We're Queen. Like they're like very much like, Queen's still here.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Jose's got that self-portrait. I think, Jose, would you get a self-portrait tattoo on your shoulder?
The best artist still alive with the best movies about himself. Because even if you don't like Bob Dylan, I'm Not There, masterpiece.
Yep.
So on that Springsteen tracks too, I don't know if you streamed it, Jeff, but there is like one album where Springsteen is like sort of in the 60s Burt Bacharach phase.
Right, like crooner-ish, yeah.
And it's really good. I just keep on playing that over and over.
Really?
And I'm like, man. But then I look at that price, Concert Buddy, and I'm like thinking, man.
No, it's interesting because I threw it out when it got under 300. I threw that out there just as a heads up. That's what I think I bought at 290. And I saw a couple of people comment. JC from the flip side says, I'm going to wait till it gets under 200. I don't know if it'll go that low. I think it may be. I think how many did they make? Wasn't this supposed to be like 3,000 or some kind of cutoff number? I don't know. But all I'll say is, if you like Bruce, I think you'll like it. I'm not a massive. I think Kendall had asked me. He's like, he was kind of surprised I got it. But stream it before you buy it. That's what I would tell anybody, because these prices are they're not for the faint of heart. It crippled my record budget for this month. But as I say, I think it was the Apostle Chad said, "Buy now or cry later." So I'm not about buying a secondhand box set.
I don't even know if Amazon has any records I want.
I was just asking the question.
You made me think. Like, I don't know, maybe.
I mean, do you want some Tyler the Creator? I think they have an overabundance of Tyler the Creator.
I saw that. Every Amazon ad I see, it's like that's the first.
I think every retailer has overbought the Igor album, but that could be.
Jose, if you want the Mary Poppins box set.
Now you flash that in the chat.
Believe that's 20 or 25, 30% off. Just
who the fuck knew that Mary Poppins had more than one album?
I mean, is there DNA? Like, what make?
How the fuck is the cast of Mary Poppins still alive?
The Alps, that magic water, that magic spring water. I don't know what to
say. Like everyone else is dead, but those two are like incredibly alive.
I don't know. All right, let's show. Anybody got some recent pickups? Jeff, I know you wanted to show it. This is a good story too. So Jeff, I'll tee it up with you. Show us. I'm gonna make you big, Caesar. I'm gonna make them big just so I can go get my record. So hang on a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna show. Okay, so all right, I gotta save the best two for last. All right, number one that I recently got is Killing Floor. I don't really know why I haven't gotten this sooner. Like, this is so up my alley. This is like so the type of music that I love, like early 70s hard rock sound that it for whatever reason, it just kind of, I don't know, fell off my radar. I kind of forgot about it until recently. And then I heard it again. I was like, holy smokes, this record. So I got this one. This is on Sire. This is a promo copy. I'm a sucker for promos. Every chance I get, I gotta do a promo copy. But yeah, Killing Floor. Holy smokes, is this incredible early 70s hard rock. Man, this record's, I mean, look at the cover. You know that's gonna be awesome. Killing Floor. Highly recommend checking that one out. So this is Warhorse, self-titled. So I have Warhorse Red Sea, which I really, really liked. And I was like, man, I need Warhorse self-titled. I'm sure it'll come to me eventually. And it has, finally. This is on Vertigo. But it's just incredible UK hard rock. I mean, I think after listening to this multiple times, I've listened to it a lot since I got it, I think I like Red Sea a little bit more. I think I do. It's tough, but I think I like Red Sea a little bit more. But this one is absolutely incredible. Again, I mean, early 70s hard rock sound. You're going to love that one. And then another one that's just been escaping me for years. I knew about it, then I'd forget about it. I knew about it, forget about it. And I just don't know why I didn't go in earlier. I love this record. I listened to it a million times since I got it, but this is Yesterday's Children. Just incredible. I mean, this is on Map City, which I love that label. It's like the coolest thing ever. But yeah, I mean, this is, if you like, look at this. I mean, I'm a sucker for those promo stickers too. So this is a promo copy, and then it's got like all the radio station stamps all over it. WCBN. Man, this record is so good. Again, just the same vein as the rest of the ones I showed you. All right. I'm going to do the big two that I've got this month.
All right, hang on. I got a sound for that. You ready? Because I'm going to give you the full treatment. It's your fourth time here.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Did
Number two. Ta-da!
All right. All right. So my very first trade on Instagram, I'm very new to Instagram, but shout out to Backroom Records on Instagram. I did my first trade with him. I traded a clean original press of Gary Higgins Red Hash, which is like a late 60s like folk psych grail. I mean, if you like folk psych, Gary Higgins Red Hash is like pinnacle for folk psych. I mean, it's incredible stuff. But a little bit too mellow for me. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. So I was like, man, this is perfect trade fodder. So I traded.
Well, can I ask a question? How do you go about a trade? It's kind of like trying to get a phone number from the a potential suitor. Did you reach out and just kind of DM them, or how did that go?
You know what I do is
I tell them that you're a 3-time, soon-to-be 4-time participant on Surface Noise, and that kind of breaks the ice.
Or you say you want to trade for Bob Dylan self-portrait.
Yes, there it is. Perfect icebreaker.
Do you know Chance from CONCERTBUDDIE? Do you know?
Oh no!
I'm actually friends with him.
So they'll charge you more. They'll charge you more, especially in Middle America. So.
Yeah, I know Chance, and we could probably do this trade. Otherwise, I'm going to blackball you. No. So what happened was this guy, he's Backroom Records is just very into that psych folk. I just found the perfect guy to conduct this trade with. And I gave him 3 options that I wanted to trade. And what we ended up agreeing on is Golden Dawn Power Plant. This is in the shrink.
Nice copy.
And it's a white label promo.
Oh, on International Artists.
On International Artist. How often do you see a promo copy on International Artist?
Well played.
You just don't see it very often. This record is so rare anyway that like getting a promo copy, the fact that I'm holding this record is like incredible to me. I love this. This is one of my favorite Psych records. I like it more than July. That's an original stereo July right there. Everybody always says, man, that's like the pinnacle of Psych. I like this record more than the July. I love this record so much. This is the pinnacle of Psych for me. I'm kind of in between this, the 13th Floor Elevators, and then the Millennium Begin. These three records are the pinnacle of Psych for me. I am so happy to finally get this.
But hang on, Jeff. If this is number 2, I mean, what could possibly number 1?
What could possibly be number 1? I know, right? I was so pumped to get this. You couldn't believe. This is in the shrink. White label promo. Unbelievable. I have had this record at the top of my wall. I don't typically tell people what my top want list item is, because people dangle it in front of me and they're like, "Oh, I have it. How about $2,000?"
No,
like they fuck with you when they find out what your favorite record is. So I typically don't say what my favorite record or my number one want list.
I think that Jason, isn't that your approach? Like Jason's a very guarded person, and he says,
"Yeah,
something similar." I think you don't want to give away the store, right?
You don't. And this has been number 1 on my want list for a long time, but I could not. I found it multiple times. I just never found it at a price that I really wanted it at. And then finally I got it at a price that I want. And I'm so happy. This is Morgan.
Nice.
By Steve Morgan. And holy smokes, it's one of those rare hard rock Psych records on a famous label. That's ABC Probe. A big label, but just incredibly rare. This is like unbelievable hard rock / Psych rock. I mean, every track on this thing is incredible, and I've been looking for this record for so long. The prices,
it's funny money at this point. Yeah,
it goes for now compared to like 4 years ago. It's unbelievable how. I mean, I wish I got it back when I first learned about it like 5 years ago, because they were not that bad back then, but now it's crazy. But I finally found one at a price that I was like very happy with. I got this off eBay. I mean, I didn't even know the guy.
Wow.
Not a private sell at all. I bid on this on eBay, and not only did I bid on this on eBay, but I bid on it and then I never looked at it again. Because like, oh man, this is going for.
You just shot your shot, yeah.
I just shot my shot. I'm like, this is probably going for $900. I'm not even gonna like bother with it. Submitted my bid. I won. And the cover of this is VG. It's got like a sticker mark on here, a little bit of discoloration. But the wax on this, I mean, he advertised it as VG plus, but
it must be VG plus.
Yeah, well, I'm not Mike at the Ingram. This is excellent for sure. I mean, it was a very conservative grade. There's not a mark on this. I mean, holy smokes, this thing is killer. Cannot recommend this one enough. Morgan, self-titled. His name is actually Steve Morgan, but it just says Morgan. Right. Unbelievable stuff. And the last I'm going to show you is a cheap heat, because I have to. And there is no reason why I just recently got this record. I should have had this record for years, and for whatever reason, I just didn't. It's incredible. But this is Crabby Apple. Holy smokes, man. You can get this for $20 or less. This is the epitome of cheap heat. This is incredible classic rock. I mean, I'm telling you. If you don't know Crabby Apple, and if you like Rolling Stones, any classic rock, you're gonna love this one. Please check that one out. Incredible.
Yep, strong showing. I like what I saw. The people in the gallery definitely like it. Are you taking bids on the Morgan record? I think is probably the next question we're going to know.
Dude, it took me so long to find one at a price.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Years. Incredible.
Well, you set a bar really high. Groove Seeker, latest pickups, anything you want to share with us?
I can't follow that.
I mean, that's like the T-Rex left a footprint. You got to walk through that.
To be fair, I've had a hell of a month. I mean, this month has been
a strong month. Hang on a second. Is this true? Depeche Mode says Mike at the Ingrove is now claiming price tags add additional value. Is this?
It adds to the VG plus.
That's where the plus comes from.
It gives you one more plus.
That's right.
It's the elusive 5th plus, the 5 plus. It's a 5 pluser. All right, Groove Seeker, got anything for us? Show us.
Yeah, I'm not going to show any jazz, so everybody will be happy.
Oh
man, come on now.
All credit to Jose on this record.
Oh, look at this influencer, John Bong in the
Have you played it? Have you played it?
Yeah, I actually had I did. Streamed it and played it. It's awesome. Jose's been sending me stuff that he knows I'll like, and he hasn't struck out yet. I mean, I have a list of stuff that I'm gonna.
And it's like 12 minutes, right? It's like a quick listen.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great stuff. So keep it coming, Jose. I appreciate it. And then I was record shopping when I went away this weekend. I finally jumped on this, the Diamond Jubilee. The store had it.
Oh, nice.
Price. Yeah,
Is it a color vinyl or just a black one?
It's just a black. I'm so late to the party on this. I listened to it on Bandcamp a bunch, and then finally, just whatever, I'll get it. So yeah, I've been pleased with that.
It had a big impact. Last year was Pitchfork's best record.
I know. I was I'm talking to you guys. Arnaldo's like, you don't have it yet, and Rojas is like, you don't have that record. What the hell's wrong with you? So I just I scooped it.
It's a very interesting record because even experimental Force had it, which I thought was pretty great.
This is a common condition. Chase says, scratch on the first song, but mint otherwise. Yes, that's a new grading technique.
By the way, I have a question because I don't mind when a cut corner happens, but people write it as a VG immediately. Is it that bad that you have to go VG or G?
No, I don't think so.
No, right? It's just a cut corner.
The story behind the record. It was like a bargain bin. They cut the corner.
I mean,
I like that kind of stuff,
But I don't know if I love it, but to go because when it says VG and I see the cut corner, I don't know if it's because of the cut corner. Or
some people I've noticed do that with hole punch too. I guess it's just that's a little subjective.
Yeah, because it's pierced, I guess, but it fucks me up because I don't know if they put ear mint cut corner, it sounds funny, but I would understand that the only issue with the record is the cut corner. But when it says VG and I see that cut corner, I don't know if the jacket and the back is somebody shat on it,
That means it's VG plus. It's 2 pluses. If there's
that's 2.5 pluses.
2.5, 2.5 pluses. That fecal matter exists on the album. Chris, what else you
got? This is cheap, but it's not heat, but Till Tuesday's seminal top album. This is $10. It looks unplayed, and I love Amy Mann, so I was like, even if I just get it for the single, it's fine.
Spins Vinyl, where are you? This is a Spins Vinyl
moment. Amy Mann, top the best Tom Cruise movie, Magnolia.
Yeah.
The best Tom Cruise movie, Magnolia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And Chris, any more for us?
I don't even have a.
I got tons more. I'm not showing them.
All right.
It's all.
Right. We're already on borrowed time. Rojas, you got any pickups to show us?
Let's do quick. It got reissued. Last week? Super Track, Regretfully Yours, right? I think this came out in 1996.
Who scribbled on that? Was that a parking ticket?
Yeah, they scribbled the parking ticket on here.
Unbelievable jerks.
So signed, great. Unfortunately, I think this is part of that whole 75 Electra. I think that Rhino is hyping up. Unfortunately, this sounds like poop. I don't know what to say.
No.
They extended the mid-range too much, which made the soundstage suffer.
That's right. Come on, man.
But I'm happy it got reissued because I guess the other one that got reissued in 2012, that thing's selling for over 100.
It's pricey.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
and maybe that one's shit, right?
Yeah, that one has too much treble, but better soundstage. So I don't.
Hey, Tokyo Brian, fuck you and Top Gun. All right.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Jeez,
come on.
So I feel sad that, like, again, this was a great idea, but I guess the whole, good choice, bad
execution.
Bad execution.
That's a common.
So I'll do a shootout because I think a lot of people are asking on the Discog reviews. I'll do the shootout.
Side note, cheap plug. It's talking about the Hoffman forums. The King himself was featured in one of the threads about the Tiny Music shootout. So this may be the last time we see His Highness on Surface Noise. Now that he's been featured in the Hoffman forums. It's straight to the top of VC Mountain at this point.
Well, I mean, how many audiophile haters can you have? Like, they don't listen to him. They're going to be like, why you listen to the comparison on YouTube? I mean, heads up, once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving all the 4K videos and the FLAC files. I'll put them on all the videos. Free. You don't have to pay for a membership.
Well, that's an incentive. If you don't subscribe, and then you can downvote everything like some people like to do.
Sure. Again, I just think like it's information. It should be shared. Like, I wish there was a channel like mine 20 years ago, to compare the records and then give you insight.
Wasn't that Derek Higgins? Wasn't that Derek Higgins' channel?
Wait, can I address
Brian? All right, go ahead.
Just quickly. Brian, look, you live in Japan.
Oh no, this is a Top Gun. We've got a throwdown over the best Tom Cruise movie.
People have culture there. The fuck are you doing living in Japan, watching fucking Top Gun? The fuck, like, horrible waste.
Brian, I'm with you. This is a middle America thing. It's an adrenaline thing. It's a manhood thing. You haven't lived until you've played even beach volleyball in jorts, Jose.
I mean, you could have said Rain Man. You could have said Tropic Thunder. You could have said a bunch of shit, man. Whatever, but
Cocktail. Clearly,
Legend.
Cocktail.
You remember Legend? Nobody saw that shit.
The Outsiders. Yeah,
The Outsiders. Amazing shit.
Tropical Thunder, right? He was in Tropical Thunder.
Yeah.
What about
Cocktail? But fuck you and Top Gun. All right, they continue.
All right, last one.
And I'm going to defend Brian's defense here. He says, "Come on, Top Gun. I watched it 100 times in a row. Summer it came out. I think that explains."
That's why you left the U.S. because you were in a want list or something.
All right, come on. We're taking Jason's time.
All right, so since Groove Seeker didn't want to show the jazz, I will show the jazz.
Oh, jazz.
So here we go. Pharoah Sanders, Zip and Zam.
Oh, you have the original. Look at you.
Finally. The OG.
I have that original one.
So, like, I didn't have the cover. Now here's the cover. Now it's complete. I realized I didn't do the comparison video. I will do that ASAP.
Can you do the yodeling one?
Yeah, we can do. That's the first cut. Right.
What's the big time Pharoah Sanders one? It's like a tree or something on the front.
There's him praying or meditating. That's Karma, I believe.
Karma.
What tree?
But the tree one, huh?
I thought there was like a tree
one. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. They did a box. They did a box.
Oh, Themby? Themby?
Maybe.
Jambi from Pee-wee's Playhouse. Jambi, Mekahani Home.
I think Groove Seeker is going to get
jamming?
it. Yeah, so again, this is more free jazz. So this is show me the vinyl.
We're doing it. All right.
Here, my wife.
We got Jose. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I have two.
We got two. Oh, hang on. Is this the one you're talking about?
Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a tree. I don't know.
Is that a first best?
Yeah, it is.
It is. No, it is. Yeah. Right. I have that box then. I made Jason sell his copy.
That's true.
All right, Bonger, give it to us.
All right, so I'm gonna show one record, and then I'm gonna do a shameless plug. All right.
Yes, finally, shameless plug. Let's go.
All right, so this is a record that I thought I had, and when I talked with Stunty, I said I have that record, and then on the afternoon I went to look for it, and I was like, I don't have that record. And then I order it. So it's the Painter composer, German composer Hermann Nitsch, who did beautiful bloody artwork filled with dead animal carcasses, very peculiar people being crucified.
Selling this hard, you know.
Yes, but my favorite. Oh wait, but this beautiful artwork in there. But my favorite back cover of all time. Look at this beautiful house, poppy field, beautiful, just straining in the rain, and then you got this beautiful artwork in the back, which is a remain of all of the animal body parts from the presentation.
Oh my gosh, that back cover. What
well, you know, so shout out Hermann Nitsch, who is dead.
Why didn't you show that iconic album's Forgettable songs? What the hell?
Oh my God! What
this is definitely not on YouTube, by the way. So if you wanna buy it and you wanna listen to,
wow, look at this poll.
You know,
yeah, I had to do a Tom Cruise poll. You know, we just have to settle this now because we can't have Top Gun disparaged like it's been.
Top Gun sucks shit, man. Take my breath away. What the fuck is this?
Listen, do it for the Iceman. All right, what's the shameless plug? Give it to us, Bong.
Shameless plug. I have my label has a record out, which I just want to show it because Laurie Goldston, member of Nirvana and Earth, plays on it. So that's my shameless plug because I'm happy that Nirvana related record. So this is a band from where Cesar's from, Guadalajara. It's called Polar Dream. Oh, there you go. It's called Alma Gris, Gray Soul, I guess. But the Polar Dream, it's a post-rock instrumental record. We only did 100 of them. I have 5 copies of this left. But I don't know, stream it or something. Or if you want one, let me know. But again, Laurie Goldston from Nirvana and Earth and so many other stuff plays on this, and I'm happy. And it got yesterday here, and I don't know. That's it. That's the whole thing. You know.
Congratulations! So, I like it.
Yes. And remember this beautiful cover.
No, I don't need to see those weird. That's some weird shit. All right, I'm gonna go quick.
Chance, let's see some beautiful records here.
Listen. You've
got. Wait, are you saying this shit is not beautiful?
You've got the title belt tonight, Jeff.
You eat these cows.
You come in clutch. You talk about trades.
I've had a record month.
I've got you've had a strong one. A viewer reached out to me. I'm not gonna give his name, but you know who you are. Thank you. Had asked me if I was interested in a trade because obviously they heard about my Townes Van Zandt pursuits. And side note, I bought a bootleg of this album, High, Low, and In Between, a very good bootleg in Austin. And I wasn't sure I'd be able to get because I got home and then I found out it was a bootleg. Long story long, Vinyl Heaven, the shop that sold it to me there, were kind enough to give me a refund. So I want to give them props because they also didn't know it was a bootleg. And so I sent them so much documentation that it was like it would give the Epstein files a run for its money. It was so much, no redactions, but just a ton of information. Anyway, was approached, hey, do you want to do a trade? Do you have any 90s stuff? Of course I do. Elliot, hide your ears. So I traded Beastie Boys, Ill Communication double I had for High, Low, and In Between. It's impossible to find this without ringware. Maybe I'll get one. It's on Poppy. Came with the Poppy in it, which is nice. And then I was looking for this Meat Puppets record. Meat Puppets 2 has
Meat Puppets. I like that.
Yeah, Meat Puppets, man. The Kirkwood brothers, I think. Yeah, Kirkwood. This one has a couple of. Remember Nirvana Unplugged? They covered Plateau and Lake of Fire.
Lake of Fire, yeah.
Yeah. So that one's that. So that was a great trade. I had a lot of help. Got this helmet record. So a guy in the VC. I don't know if I really want to give a lot of information. He's going through some health issues. I think Patrick was talking about on one of his live streams. So I checked his Discogs, and he was kind enough to sell me this helmet record. It's a good one. It comes my favorite helmet songs unsung. So I was happy to pick up this album in the shrink. A nice copy, Larry. Shout out to Larry. I can at least say that.
But by the way, helmet reads just sound horrible.
No, that's an original, my friend.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Now, Jose, this is if you need a few minutes with this album cover, because not only do we have a babe in a swimsuit, but we've got a vertically challenged American. This is Slaughter, Stick It Live. There's the album. Gosh. There's the album Stick It To Ya.
Oh, fuck out of here. What is that cover? It's horrible. It looks like the never-ending story.
This is what we call 7 Minutes in Heaven. I don't know if they do that down in South, but long story long, this is a live EP that was only released in Canada, and I found this one online. It's not very common. It's not terribly expensive, but I do enjoy some of that hair metal, and Slaughter was right up my alley. The last two are kind of a similar vibe. I like synth stuff. I like funk, and I've been chasing this guy.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Nice.
This is an original Don Blackman.
Oh, man.
It's not perfect. It does have a little kind of like boo-boo in it, so there is a little wop-wop, a couple revolutions. But
so VG plus.
I would say 4+ is VG plus. Vinyl Me Please did that reissue last year, which was a great Vinyl Me Please reissue. But this one is hard to track down, and great. It's like 1982. Great funk. I mean, this is, I don't know. This is one it's been on top of my list for a long time. Happy to get it. And then this is not stunty. I want to be very clear. It may look like
oh my gosh.
This is not stunty. It is a Frenchman. This is a synth master called Dable, and this is an album called Analog Love. I was waiting for this. This is a newer record. This is a couple years ago.
Did you say Anal Love?
Anal Drop Love. This is for the Private Pleasures. This is a lot of fun. I would recommend you, and you can see look at this trick photography. He's holding the record. It's something well worth streaming. And the fact that he's like a cross between Stunty and Borat, I thought was an excellent touch. I will say, go look up some of these records. This record's not terribly expensive, but look up some of his other stuff back to 2018. It goes for crazy money, but really fun stuff. If you like just like up-tempo synth, little kind of throwback.
Anyway,
Dable, Analog Love. It's the first new I've bought in a while, outside of like obviously just got that.
Can you highlight Andora's Revenge?
Andora's Revenge. Let's see what we got. Hang on, I've got to go find the comment. Hang on. Whoa.
No, this is before that.
Hang on a second. Oh no, do we have some quarreling? Andora's Revenge says, Jose, how hard would it be to reissue Evelyn McCry's records?
I have 3 copies.
What? He said reissue.
Yeah, and I told him that I'm gonna reissue this one.
You have like 3 OGs.
Yes, I'm doing. No, I actually have 6, but I have 3 here.
6.
This is like $200 each. So.
Oh no.
I
should have showed you that day, but what happened?
Now it's $300 each.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. All right, boys. I think we've had a good run. The Music Land's about to close. The food court's still open if you'd like to run and get some Annie Ann's, a couple pretzel dogs. We do believe in the power of the Annie Ann's lemonade. I want to thank my guests. I want to thank Jeff. Now a four-time participant. Music Talk with John. You better step it up. We may have to reach out and get this. We need to settle this soon. Groove Seeker, Mr. Rojas, Mr. Bong, always a pleasure. Guys, we've done it. We've concluded yet another episode of Surface Noise. Pretty sure not going to have a show next week, so I'm sorry to disappoint. I do have a engagement that I cannot break from. It's a hot date with the Rowland brothers and Ed Kowalczyk. I'll let you fill in the blanks there. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon. And I think we do this thing. It goes a little something